नमस्कार प्यारे बच्चों, today we are going to study about a special type of average, that is average away from the values, which is called as dispersion. In dispersion, we want to calculate first of all the actual mean, actual median, or actual mode, and then we have to calculate the actual data are away from distance of actual data from the actual means. So deviation of actual data from actual mean, and then finding the average of this deviated values. This is what is called as dispersion. Dear students, here you have to calculate mean deviation from mean, mean deviation from median, mean deviation from mode. Popularly, we calculate dispersion by using mean deviation from arithmetic mean. So, as far as dispersion is concerned, in dispersion we study about first of all range, then mean deviation, then standard deviation, and variance. It's very easy and very useful in our daily life also. If we talk about the types of measure of dispersion, we find algebraic measures and graphical measures. Algebraic measures are classified, can further be classified into absolute measures and relative measures. And if you want to calculate absolute measures, you can find out range, quartile deviations, standard deviations, and mean deviations. And if you want to calculate relative measures are coefficient of range. Here you calculate absolute value as range, and then here same you can calculate its coefficient, which will become relative measures of the actual ones. So this is coefficient of variation, then coefficient of quartile deviation, then quartile of mean deviation. So this is all. Now we will come on range. Range is the difference between largest and smallest value of a given distribution. So by L is the indicator of largest, S is the indicator of smallest, L minus S is the value of range. And to calculate coefficient of range, you have to apply largest value minus smallest value upon largest value plus smallest value. Let us see how to find out coefficient of range in a given series. If data are given such as 10, 25, 15, 65, 100, 45, 56, and 25. So first of all, you have to find out the largest value in the given series, and that is 100. What about the smallest one? In the given series, it is 10. Now apply formula L minus S and L plus 1 S. You can find out coefficient of range is 0. And what is the value of range? 10 minus 100 minus 10, that is 90. Calculation of range in a discrete series. If series is given in the form of X and F, it will be known as discrete series. Here you can find from the value of X, 0 is the smallest value and 45 is the largest value. So apply formula L minus S, that is 45 minus 5, that is 40 is the range, and then comes largest minus smallest upon largest plus smallest. So 1 is the range here. Calculation of range in a continuous series. Again, you can see the smallest value in the class interval is 0 and the largest value in the class interval is 45. Okay, so how it is 45 only? You have to do what? You have to do a very good thing. You have to find out their largest minus smallest. So 45 minus 0 and 45 plus 0. In this way, here again we find 1. Now coming on quartile deviation. Quartile deviation is nothing but quartiles, means you have to divide the series into 4 equal parts. Quarter means 4 equal parts. So Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4. The interquartile range is Q3 minus Q1 because largest quartile is Q3, smallest quartile is Q1. Then quartile deviation is Q3 minus Q1 upon 2 and coefficient of quartile deviation is Q3 minus Q1 upon Q3 plus Q1. Calculation of quartiles in individual series. Now you can find out easily. First of all, you have to rearrange your data into ascending or descending order of magnitude. Then you have to find out Q1 is equal to size of n plus 1 upon 4. In median it was 2, now it is 4. So L1 is nothing but 11 plus 1 by 4, 12 by 4, that is third item. So third item is 8. Therefore Q1 is 8. And Q3 is what? You'll have to put 3. Okay, you have to put here 3. So 3 size of n plus 1 by 4th item is nothing but 3 into 4, 3 into 3, that is 9th item. So which one is the 9th item? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 21 is the 9th item. So Q3 is equal to 19, 21. So find out Q3 minus Q1, that is 21 minus 8 is 13. Quartile deviation is 13 by 2, 6.5. Coefficient of quartile deviation is Q3 minus Q1 upon Q3 plus Q1, that is 13 by 29, that becomes 0.44. Calculation of quartiles in a discrete series. When the value of series is given in the form of x and f, find out CF as you did in median. Then apply formula n plus 1 by 4. You will get Q3, Q1 as 13th item. 13 will lie in this group. And you can see 15 is the value of median. Q3, to find out Q3, you will have to put 3 in the bracket n plus 1 by 4th item. So 3 into, earlier you have find out 13. That means 39th item is for 35. Therefore, the value of Q3 is 35. Applying the formula Q3 minus Q1 is, you will get interquartile range. Q3 by Q3 minus Q1 by 2 will get quartile deviation. Then coefficient of quartile deviation is Q3 minus Q1 upon Q3 plus Q1. Calculation of quartiles in a continuous series. Dear students, you can calculate by using the method as you did in your median. In the same way, you'll have to find out Q1 and Q3. In place of 2, you can write 4 only. So in this particular question, find out CF first of all, and after finding CF, you will be able to do this. So Q1 is nothing but size of n by 4th item. 52 by 4th item, that means 13th item lies in 15 to 20. Now your value of f is 6 This is your value of f, and this is your value of CF, 11. So putting this into this formula, Q1 is equal to L1 plus N by 4. N by 4 you have already calculated. This is nothing but 13. L1 is your lower limit of the group, 15. So right here 15 plus 13 minus CF is what? CF is 6. CF is what? 11. So you apply this, put the values, and you will be able to get quartiles. In the same way, when you use 3 into n by 4th item, you will be able to get 39th. That means which will lie into 35 to 40. And again, applying formula, Q3 is equal to L1 plus size of n by 4 minus CF over F into I. If you apply this formula, you can again find out the value of Q3. Now you are having Q1 and Q3. You can find out interquartile range, you can find out quartile deviation, you can find out coefficient of quartile deviation by using as we did in the last time. Mean deviation. Mean deviation of a series is the arithmetic average of the deviations of various items from a measure of central tendency, that is mean, median, and mode. I told you, you can find out mean deviation either from mean or from median or from mode. So mean deviation is based on the items of distributions and is calculated as an average on the basis of deviations obtained from either mean, median, or mode, but generally from median. So you can find out mean deviation either by mean, median, or mode, but we use median because it's easy to calculate. First of all, you find out mean, then find out the difference between the actual value minus the value of mean. And then this difference is to be again divided by the number of item, number of observation to find out dispersion. First, we compute deviations of all the items either from mean or median, ignoring plus or minus. You have to ignore plus or minus sign here. Absolute values are to be taken. They are called absolute values of deviations, where the two parallel bars, 1, 1. These parallel bars like this, you have to put to indicate that absolute value is taken. This is also called as modulus values. Then the aggregate of these deviations are divided by the number of observation. This is called mean deviation. Then calculation of mean deviation. Calculation of mean deviation, you can calculate mean deviation. First, step 1 is arrange the data into ascending or descending order. Then calculate mean, median, mode, and then take deviations of items from median, mean, ignoring plus minus sign, denote it as modulus of t. Then step 4, calculate the sum of these deviations in case of discrete and continuous series, indicated as modulus of d, is multiplied by the respective frequencies to find out sigma f into modulus of d. Then you have to divide the total obtained by the items to get mean deviation. Apply the formula to get coefficient of mean deviation, that is MD is equal to MD upon mean or median or mode, that depends on. So let us have an example of calculating this. We can find out deviation from mean, we can find out deviation from median, and of course we can find out deviation from mode. No problem at all. So here we see monthly income is given as 8520, 6350, 7920, 8360, 7500. These are the data given before us. Now find out X bar. X bar is what? Sigma X upon number of item. And if you want to find, and then this is what? Your X bar is 7730. So 6350 minus 7730 is 1380. Then 7500 minus 7730 is 230. 7920 minus 7730 is 190. In the same way, the value of x minus x bar comes as 630. What we have done, we have ignored plus minus sign and we have taken only absolute values. And to show this, we have used the concept of modulus. Adding these, we will get 3220. Dear students, you can find median also. The value of median in this group is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So third one is 7920 is the median. Now difference is to be taken from median. 6350 minus median, 7500 minus the value of median, 7920 minus the value of median, that is nothing but 7920. You will get this. So mean is equal to x sigma x upon n. Mean deviation is equal to sigma modulus of d upon n. You can find out this. And the coefficient of mean deviation is the value of mean deviation divided by the value of mean. You will get 0.03083. Calculation of mean deviation from a discrete series. Suppose a discrete series is given in the form of f and x, and you are asked to find out mean deviation. So you can find out mean, you can find out median, whatsoever you want to find out. So the value of mean is this. If the value of mean is this, you can find out 10 minus 11.87, 11 minus 11.87, 12 minus 11.87. In this way, you can get the value of modulus of d. And modulus of d multiplied by x, 3 into 1.87, 12 into 0.87, 18 into 0.13, 13 into 1.13. So you will get f into modulus of d. Apply formula, you will get this. Coming on the most important concept of dispersion, that is nothing but standard deviation. The square root of arithmetic mean of a square of deviations measured from mean is known as standard deviation. Most commonly used measure of dispersion as it satisfies all the set of criteria. It is denoted by sigma, Latin word sigma. Calculation of standard deviation. You can calculate actual, in the individual series, you can calculate by actual mean method, direct method, or shortcut method. In the same way, you can calculate standard deviation in discrete series by actual mean deviation method, mean method, direct method, or step deviation. Standard deviation can also be calculated in continuous series by these three methods. So let us have actual mean method. Step 1. You have to find out arithmetic mean, which is indicated by x bar. Then you have to find out deviation of the given items. Find out deviation of x of the given items from real mean. That means x minus x bar. Then find out the square of the deviation taken from it. That is, here you whatever you have found, x minus x bar, you have to just square it. Then you have to apply the formula of standard deviation. Dear students, find standard deviation from this particular given data 5, 8, 7, 11, 14. So first of all, we have to find out sigma x upon n. Find out sigma x upon n. Sigma x is 45 and number of item is 5. 9 is the value of your x bar. So you have to take out x minus x bar. X minus x bar is nothing but 5 minus 9, 8 minus 9, 7 minus 9, 11 minus 9, 14 minus 9. Dear students, we do not have to ignore the negative sign in the case of mean standard deviation. But we have to ignore the negative sign in case of mean deviation. So this is the value of small x, which is nothing but x minus x bar. When you square it out, it will automatically become a positive figure. Minus 4 into minus 4 is equal to 16. Minus 1 into minus 1 is equal to 1. 2 is minus 2 square is equal to 4. 2 square is equal to 4. 5 square is equal to 25. Now this is going to be sigma x square. Apply formula square root of sigma x square, that is 50, upon number of item is 5, square root of 10, find out square root of 10, it will be 3.16. Find standard deviation from 5, 8, 7, 11, 14 direct method. You just do what? X square. The value of x is to be squared out. 5 square is 25, 8 square is 64, 7 square is 49, 11 square is 121, 14 square is 196. Find the sum of these, you will get 455. Here again, we'll find out. So what we are doing here, we are again doing the same thing. We have find these absolute numbers and then its difference from the actual mean. Actual mean is 9 square कर दीजिए आप. Then here 455 by 5, that is up, you can see 91 minus 81. 91 minus 81 is 10. Square root of 10 is, you will get the same answer. Shortcut method can also be applied. Here you have to find out assumed mean. B is equal to x minus am. If you take 7 as assumed mean, 5 minus 7, 8 minus 7, 7 minus 7, 11 minus 7, 14 minus 7. So sigma d is equal to the sum of this. Square it out, you will get d square. Then we can find out d square simply. The sum of d square is 70. Okay. Now apply formula sigma d square upon n minus in the bracket sigma d upon n whole square. So the value of sigma d is 70. And then here you can see it is nothing but what we call. Okay. So by putting simply the values in this formula, you will be able to find out standard deviation. Find out standard deviation by shortcut method. Again, you can see here, if this is the value of x and d you have 40 as assumed mean, find out d. 5 minus 40, 10 minus 40, 20 minus 40, 25 minus 40. In this way you will find d. Then square it out, 35 into 35, 30 into 30, 20 into 20, 15 into 15. And now this is going to apply the formula as we did in the last class. Calculation of standard deviation by actual mean method, direct method, shortcut method. You can just at a stretch by applying, you can find out. Okay. So calculation of standard deviation, I have just continued with this concept. All the three methods are applied here. First of all, you have to find out x bar. If you want to apply direct method, and X bar is to be estimated even in the case of shortcut method. But when we talk about step deviation method, you don't have to find out X bar also. In the second stage, you will straight away apply formula square root of sigma fx square upon n, and same formula you can see sigma fx square upon n minus arithmetic square of arithmetic mean. So by using any of the method, you will get the same result as you can see. Standard deviation in a continuous series is going to be another easy task if you want to apply. Step 1, you have to do what? You have to find out dx, that is x minus am. Then you have to find out fdx. Then you have to find out fdx into dx, that is fdx square. So in this way, you have to apply after that this formula to find out standard deviation. Now this is going to the formula for combined standard deviation, which is nothing but n1 into the square of standard deviation of first series, n2 into the square of standard deviation of the second series, n1 into difference of first item in square of difference of first item, then n2 plus n2 into difference of second item. So by applying this formula, you can easily find out. Okay. When we talk about variance, variance is square of the standard deviation. It's just square of the standard deviation is variance. Coefficient of variance is standard deviation upon mean in two-handed. So coefficient means use consistency, level of consistency. A player is selected on the basis of this CV. Merits of standard deviation. It is based on all the values. It is rigidly defined. It is less effective and fluctuation in the same sample. Algebraic treatment can be done, used for further research by further researchers and scholars. Now, what are the difficult demerits? First of all, it is very difficult to calculate. Then more affected by the extreme values, as mean is also affected by the same. Then can be used only by experts. Can be used only by experts. So that's all for this class. We will come in the next slide to teach you correlation. Thank you. Have a nice day.